Okay guys, so let's continue where we left off. We are going to launch our app on an emulator. Okay, so come to your DVD manager, then launch any of the emulators you have created. If you've not created one yet, you can hit create virtual device, select any of them and follow the prompts to create one. But I'm going to launch the Pixel XL and ignore this kind of errors when you see them. And you can close this window to video is starting. So once it's successfully launched, you can now run your app on this emulator to make sure it's selected and then hit the play icon. Okay, so now we wait for it to launch. In the meantime, I'm going to make my emulator always show on top. So it's always showing so you can see our changes. So I'm just going to say emulator always on top. Okay, so let's now wait for it to launch. Okay, so once this successfully launches, you should see something blank as this. So first of all, we are going to change the title of this from Flutter Demo to say My Card. Then we are going to change the primary swatch to teal, colors of teal. Then we are going to set the font to our custom font. So you can see font family, and in single quotes or double quotes you can see source sans. Then we can set the background of our scaffold widgets to colors.teal. So when we save, we get this two look of things. Then we can hide the debug banner show. So debug banner show and set it to false. Let's save. So we don't get our debug banner. Okay, so we are going to add an app bar to our app. So we say app bar, which comes with the scaffold widget, and then say app bar. We are giving it the app bar widget. Sorry, not app bar theme, app bar. So we can set the title to a const and a text widget. Then we see my card, and we can style it up with text style. We can set the font size to 18.0. Hit save, and now we get this my card. So we can set the font weight to W900. So we get this bold kind of view. Then we can center title as well. So if I did, we can see center title, make it true. Okay, so you can increase the font of this if you want to 22. So you get things bigger. So you get the idea. And we are going to change the background of this app bar to color, background color. And we are going to make it a color for teal, colors for teal, and give it a shade of 900 so that we get a deeper feel. Okay, so far so good. This is my card app with an app bar. Okay, so we are going to add a widget that is going to allow us to stack our information on the app in a column. So if you get a column widget, then you are right. So we are going to change this container to column, and then set the children. Then we can hit save. So what we are going to do is we are going to add our image in a second container. So there are two ways you can do this. You can use a container and make it round and set the background to your image. So I'm going to show you how you do that. Then show you the alternative, which is much easier. So if you want to use the container, you say container, then you say decoration. So the decoration is like everything you can style up about container goes in this decoration. So you give it a box container, a box decoration. Then we can set the color to colors.white. So we see what is going on. So I'll hit save. And since this is not going to change, I'm going to add a const to it so that we don't get this morning lines. So now I'm going to set the height to say 60.0 and then the width to 60.0 as well. Now the reason why I'm making it all 60 is so we can get a perfect kind of circle. So now everything looks like it's on the left. So to center things with the column widget, you have two properties you can set, which is the mean axis alignment, and set the mean axis alignment dot center. So it's in the center like this. Then we have the cross axis alignment. So cross axis alignment dot center. Okay, so we put this in the middle of the page, and we can center this with the center widget. So we hit save, and we get this centered widget. So I'm going to change this to 80 to make it a bit bigger. Then in the box decoration, I'm going to say border radius. So I'm going to say border radius dot core, and say radius. So the radius is going to say 50.4. So we say radius dot circular. So that 0 is a circular, and we get 50.4. Then hit save, So we get this look. Okay, so then we give it a child, and it's going to be an image with it because we want to show our image. So image is going to be asset image, and we say profile because that's how we named it. And then we can add the const modifier. Okay, so when I hit save, it shows up, but this is not really what we want to do. So, okay, so the image shows up as a child. That is not exactly what we want. So we are going to move this image into our decoration so that it shows the background. So we can set image here and say image, and we say image to decoration image, decoration image. So image is going to be asset image, and it's going to say profile. Then we can get rid of this child and hit save. And now we get this kind of view on on the container. Then on the decoration image, we have this box fit. So we can say fit, and we say box fit dot cover so that it shows the background. So you have this nice look of things. But this really it solves the problem that we want the image to be in a circle, which is great. But then Flutter comes with a built-in widget that is designed specifically for this, and it's called the circle avatar. So I'm just going to pull this up, and then I'm going to add in the circle avatar as a widget. So circle avatar. So when you hover on the circle avatar, you can add the const to get rid of the error. Then you can give it a default background color. You can give it an image provider, and the radius, max radius, those things. So first of all, we are going to set the background image. So we say background image, and we say asset image, and we say profile. And when we save, we get this look of things. So we can set radius to say 80.2 so that we get the same kind of icon that we had. So this is much bigger. So let me change it to say 60. Okay, or 40. Okay, so now to create some space between these two images, I'm going to say size box, size box. I'm going to give it a height of 10. I'll delete this later. I'm just going to separate it so I can add the const modifier here. Okay, so now we have these two different circled images. Okay, so before the image loads in a circle avatar, it shows the default background color. So we are going to set that to some default white. So background color is going to be colors.white. Okay, so comparing these two, widgets that we built. One, we built one from scratch using the container, and then we built another with the circle avatar. So if you check the lines of code we used in the container version of things, you see that it's a bit long and too much for just this simple widgets. So I would really suggest you use the circle avatar, which comes built in as a widget in Flutter. However, if you want to use this, there's no problem. That's why I showed you the key, so you have a better feel of how things go. Okay, so if you want to know everything you can edit out the container, you can hover on the box decoration and you get almost all the things. Or you can visit the documentation for the container and then the box decoration, and you can find everything you can edit about the container. Okay, for now I think the circle avatar, that's what we need. So I'm just going to remove the container. Okay, I'm just going to comment it out as I'll be sharing this code with you. Then get rid of this center icon. So I'm going to add the const modifier to the column. And when I save, I get this kind of view for things. So I'm going to center the circle avatar as well. So I'm going to center it so it will be in the center. Okay. So in this video, we've successfully created our image in a circle avatar. In the next video, we are going to be adding some details about ourselves in the app. Stay tuned.